Welcome, Northwest. This class is...
This week is American Education Week, and this week we've had many businesses and partners inside of our buildings shadowing our building administrators. We are excited to partner with the Greater Wichita Partnership on this great adventure of Principal for a Day. This gives an opportunity for our community leaders to come into our buildings and spend the entire day shadowing the building principal.
A couple of years ago, as we tried to develop a better understanding of each other's needs, business had come to the table and said, here are the kinds of things that we need. And there were lots of questions that were raised about what goes on every day in the school. And so the administration of the school district was kind enough, not only the Wichita School District, but other area school districts, was kind enough to invite members of the business community to their schools to spend some time, anywhere from an hour to a day, with a principal and following them around and understanding what it's like for a principal of one of our public schools.
She's a veteran teacher who comes in and helps mentor and shape some of our first-year teachers. So she works with the college to classroom teachers. We've got 2 science, we've got an English, and a math teacher.
We have been so excited about the enthusiasm around those that have chosen to spend a little bit of their personal time with our schools. We are all in this together, and it's terribly important that we all work toward the same goals, and the opportunity to learn about each other's daily routines is very informative.
It is very important that our businesses and our community leaders are inside of our buildings. You know, sometimes there's perceptions of what they think happens inside of our buildings that I hear out in the community sometimes. But I can tell you, once they spend a day shadowing a building principal, we come back and have conversations, and their whole thinking about what has occurred inside of our buildings is totally different.
Jacob, 3. But I'm not done. I'm not done. Remember, I converted to unit form, so I need to put something at the end of that.
I want them to see how wonderful our students are and to see how wonderful our staff are. You know, a lot of times people think that being a teacher maybe is an easy job, but it is not. Being a teacher is hard work, and our community members and our community leaders need to see that. And they need to also see how wonderful our students are. They need to know that we have very smart, intelligent young people that will be moving out into their workforce in the near future.
The feedback has really been nothing but positive. Every experience has been a learning one for those that have taken the time to educate themselves about our local public schools. It's important that they gain that perspective so that they can help support the efforts that are undertaken by the schools, and also feedback to the schools about the kinds of skills and the kinds of things that are necessary in order to create a future employee.
We do inclusion for all of our kids. So if they need more support, they may come out of the classroom sometime, but we push in as much as possible. We try to do the least restrictive environment.
Okay. Many of our community leaders may or may not have students that are in the public school setting. And so this gives them an opportunity to see firsthand how wonderful our students and staff are. This also gives them an opportunity to be able to change the perception of maybe what they thought happens in a public school setting, to give them a new perspective of what's happening on a day-to-day basis in our schools.
The community is helping work together to be able to develop a well-trained, well-educated workforce that can continue to sustain our community into the future.
Hey,